There's a post going around right now, written by a woman. Sounds reasonable, sounds fair, sounds like it's protecting someone, but if you read it carefully, it's not just a post. It's a lens, one that slowly shapes how you behave without you noticing. Today, I'm not arguing, I'm not attacking, I'm just translating, line by line, into plain language. Let's go. They patiently build a sense of safety, but it's not generosity, it's a bet. She's right. Don't push back yet. Your time, your money, your attention, these are finite resources. And any resource given out without clarity from the other side is, by definition, a one-sided investment. The question isn't whether you're investing. The question is whether you're investing consciously. A guy buying a third dinner for a woman who still doesn't know his last name. That's not chivalry. That's poor resource management. And worse, he doesn't even know what game he's playing. Nice guy doesn't mean kind. It means investing without awareness. Real affection has no conditions. Giving is voluntary. That sounds beautiful, and part of it is true. You shouldn't give out of fear, to buy approval, or because you can't say no. But here's what that sentence doesn't tell you. A person with no clear expectations usually has no clear boundaries either. And a relationship with no boundaries isn't pure love. It's self-abandonment dressed up as devotion. You can give freely, but you still have the right to know what you're giving, who you're giving it to, and for how long. That's not a condition. That's self-respect. No expectations isn't freedom. It's not knowing what you want. You don't owe anyone your body in exchange for a meal. True, nobody has that right. But notice, this post says nothing about whether you should accept in the first place. If real self-respect existed on both sides, the full sentence would be, don't give if you can't give without needing something back, and don't receive if you're not willing to be honest about where you stand. But that half never shows up. And here's the part that matters for you. If you keep investing in someone who has no intention of reciprocating, that's not her fault. That's your decision. The moment you hand over resources without clarity, you've already made a choice. Own it. Most people don't. Which brings you to the first date. A first date isn't about impressing someone. It's about assessing. If you have $20, that's coffee. If you're borrowing, swiping a card you can't afford, or sacrificing tomorrow's stability for one evening that looks right, that's not a date. That's a performance. The right person will judge you by how you think and how you manage your life, not by the bill. If she only respects you when you spend beyond your means, what she respects isn't you. If you're pretending to be rich, you're attracting the wrong person. The rule is simple. No debt, no performance, no spending beyond your reach. Power isn't in paying, it's in knowing when not to. Don't buy attention. It's always cheaper than you think. A kind man doesn't make you feel indebted. That sentence doesn't force you to do anything, but watch how it's used. It makes you police yourself. If you have standards, you're not kind. If you have expectations, you're pressuring her. If you don't give, you're not good enough. And slowly, you learn to make yourself smaller. Not because you've grown, because you're afraid of being called the villain. Kindness and weakness are not the same thing. A real man doesn't coerce anyone, but he also doesn't place himself in a position to be quietly used. I don't make you feel indebted, because I never extended the credit. This isn't an accusation. This is just how the attention economy works, and it applies to everyone. You're not up against one other guy. You're up against dozens of options, and the comfort of being alone. An expensive dinner doesn't make you special. It makes you look like everyone else trying to do the same thing. If she stays because you pay, anyone who pays more can replace you. You can't buy attachment. You can only rent temporary attention, and temporary attention always has a higher bidder. That post wasn't entirely wrong. Some of it is true. But the more important question is, who benefits from the way it's framed? If you walked away feeling like you need to give more, ask for less, and stay quiet more, you're not becoming better. You're becoming easier to replace. Waking up isn't hating women. Waking up is understanding the rules before you sit down at the table. It will be pain, but at least you know what game you're playing. And this time, you choose the rules.